Reputations of Australia's sports stars have been somewhat flipped on their heads this week. Golf's golden boy, Cameron Smith, continues to be followed by rumours that he is taking the big bucks and heading to the Rebel Live Golf League. While Nick Kyrgios, he continues just to win over fans with fantastic performances on the courts in the lead up to the US Open and pretty good behaviour as well. Let's start with Cameron Smith, though, Tubby, the world number 2, reportedly signing a $140 million deal just to join Norman's Rebel Golf League. He refuses to confirm or deny these rumours when asked about it at the FedEx Cup playoffs this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's just their job, mate. That's what they're there to do. They're there to sell stories, and I'm sure they've had a few looks at it the last few days, and I'm ready to cop some heat, and I understand that's what I've said, but yeah, like I said, I'm here to win the FedEx Cup playoffs. That's my number one goal, and whatever happens after that will come from me.
Look, where there's smoke, there's fire, and these rumours are continuing to follow the British Open champion. Tubby, is his reputation getting lower by the day while he's not confirming this?
Oh, there's no doubt there's a bit of reputational damage at the moment because we don't really know, but it sounds like he may well go. But I reckon I want to go into bat firstly for Cameron Smith. It's a lot tougher for the non-Americans with this LIV golf because as an Australian golfer or a South African golfer, you've got to make the big move to the States to become a PGA Tour regular. And that's what the Adam Scotts have done. That's what Greg Norman did many years ago. So it's tougher for those guys to commit full time to the PGA Tour when there's another option, which is also talking about moving events to Australia. So if Cameron Smith moves to LIV, yes, there'll be some reputational damage, but I think he can make it work for him. I really do. The LIV have already talked about having 3 tournaments in Australia, and the Australian Golf Tour is just about, well, not decimated, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. This influx of money from LIV will be great for Australian golf. I'd love to see Cameron Smith buy into it. If I was his manager, I'd say, well, if you're going to sign up for this amount of money, put 10, 20% of it into Australian golf and buy in and get Australian golf back to where it used to be. If he does that, it'll be a win for him, a win for Australian golf, and I think eventually that LIV, the PGA, DP World Tour, I think eventually they'll get back together in some form or another, and I think it'll be win-win-win for him and Australian golf.
140 million, small change compared to what you're on.
I tend to slightly disagree there. I don't think it's going to do his reputation any harm whatsoever, because I think if fans of his and fans of golf are real to the fact of what is happening here, it's like asking anybody else. You don't ask where your wages comes from. Nobody knows who funds, me when I get paid, and I don't really care for that matter. The fact that he's earning so much money playing a game and doing a job that he actually loves, I don't think it's going to be reputational damage. I'm not a fan of disclosing trades happening mid-season. I'd rather, for the respect of the fans and people that are paying the bills, I'd rather let them find out at the end of the year. Don't say that someone's going to leave this team halfway through the season and go to the opposition, because it's not really a good thing to do. I respect Cameron Smith for doing what he's done and holding it tight and finishing the FedEx first. I think it's a great idea. OK, plenty to play out, so do watch this space. Now, Nick Kyrgios' 9-match winning streak came to an end this weekend. He did complain of fatigue. He's won 15 of his past 16 matches, including lifting the title in Washington and a win over world number 1 Daniil Medvedev. Is he one of the best players in the world right now, Chloe?
I think his current form has been really, really impressive. We've seen the power in his serving game has been tough to match. I'd really like to see consistency from him from a longer period of time. I think for me to say he's the best in the world at the moment, I need to see him perform for a longer period of time.
It just shows you, though, doesn't it, how close sport is. Like Nick Kyrgios 6 months ago was, 47, 48 in the world. All of a sudden he makes the Wimbledon final because we're seeing a different Nick Kyrgios, a more focused, a more relaxed, a less angry, dare I say it, Nick Kyrgios, playing well. And all of a sudden he loses the other night to a guy you probably expected him to win because he's just getting tired, mentally fatigued. So it just shows there's not a big difference between all the players in sport in general, any form of sport. So if you're up for it on a certain day, you can do what Nick Kyrgios does. You can move forward very, very quickly.
Incredible for someone who doesn't even have a coach. The US Open is just around the corner, all right here on 9.